no, I can't see. Ah, what will I do? I'm home. I'm finally over the jet lag. I am still missing the 7-Eleven food, although I did finally get to try that famous strawberry whipped cream sandwich, not from 7-Eleven, but from a little restaurant. It was so good. You guys, I found one of the famous Japanese strawberry sandwiches here in Kyoto. Obviously, I had to get it. Oh my god.
You got cream all over your face, but it looks good. But you don't care, right?
I can say that the 10 days I spent in Japan were true, pure magic, and there is no way that the videos that I made can ever really, truly portray how wonderful of a time I had. It was one of the, if not the, most accessible cities I've ever been to in the world. You might not know this, but these truncated domes that you see in cities all over the world for the blind at crosswalks that are usually bright yellow for higher visibility for low vision people are tactile markers for the blind. I call them foot braille, which is actually pretty accurate because the original name I believe is Tanjis blocks, which does translate to braille blocks. And they were actually invented here in Japan in 1960s. And they were first installed in 1967, and then they were mandated nationwide in Japan in 1985. So you really see them everywhere, both indoors and outdoors here. Not only the braille bumps for your feet, but actually strips, like stripes, that will go down the entirety of sidewalks, leading you to different paths, and it's incredible. It's so cool. Okay, so I found something else that's so incredible. So I'm following my path, and then here is a fully tactile map of the train station with braille. Of course, it's Japanese braille, so I can't read it, but it's all tactile. It can show you where everything is, and then there's these buttons on the side, and when you push them in different languages, it will tell you about the train station and give you an auditory description of where to go. Obsessed. Accessibility in Tokyo is incredible. So right now we're actually in Ginza, and they shut down this big massive city street on Saturdays and Sundays so that people can walk like down the middle of the street. It's so nice because as a blind person, it's so easy for me to walk around. Like, I don't have to fear traffic or cars. I have so much ample space because it's not like a ton of people are condensed onto the sidewalk in this busy neighborhood. They have all of this space along the street and the sidewalks to spread out. So big fan, and I honestly wish more cities did this. We stumbled upon this rooftop that is so cool. It's like this multi-sensory rooftop, so it's nighttime right now. There's this music playing, you have to take your shoes off, and there's this like, I don't know how to describe the feeling. It's like this mushy texture, and there's all of these different shapes and heights of these, structures that are covered in this mushy material, and they're all lit up different colors.
And there's trees all around, like there's trees. We're up on a rooftop, but it doesn't feel like you're on a rooftop.
And
like,
we're in the middle of the city, but it's like all you can hear is the music. You can't hear traffic. This is so cool. Before I check out of my hotel here in Japan, I wanted to show you about some of the really cool accessibility features that I've noticed. So for example, right at the front entrance of the hotel, there is the truncated domes that are tactile, but what's really interesting is once you go in, there is these lines. Now you see these all over here in Japan, but if I follow these tactile lines, it makes sure that I stay in a straight line to be able to enter the door really easily. And the elevator is super cool too, so I want to show you that. So you don't even have to push the button for your floor, you just hold your key over this box. Did it get it? Yeah. And it'll automatically take you to your floor. They also have these separate panels. They of course have braille, and the elevator talks in Japanese and English. And this shows you which floor you're on, low down, so for people with low vision who can still see, it's not way up there where you can't see it, it's right here where you can look at it. And the panel of buttons is lower so that people in wheelchairs can more easily reach it. And they have it on both sides, so even if it's really full, you can still find it. Okay, so I've come to McDonald's before I leave, something I would never normally do. But I needed to show you this. So it's not just at McDonald's, but this was the easiest place to come to get it. The packaging here for their condiments, whether it's blueberry jam, which is where I first saw it, whether it's ketchup, mustard, or in this case, butter and maple syrup for my little bit of pancakes, the packaging is so much more accessible in my opinion than those like little annoying grip baggies that we get in North America. Basically, what you do is you squish them together, like you just fold it in half, it cracks and it comes out automatically. So basically I just folded it in on itself and it so easily burst and then distributed around the little pancakes. This is so much easier for everybody, disabled or not. Like, this packaging design is just way smarter than how we do it in North America. As a blind person, I love seeing how accessibility is done in different countries and different cities. I'm currently in Tokyo and I found the coolest blind accessible bathroom. So basically, there is this panel for the bidet, and underneath, I accidentally flushed, underneath all of the different buttons, including the flusher, there is Braille to tell you what each button does. Now, I can't read Japanese Braille, but I am a Braille reader, so if I lived here and knew Japanese, this would be so helpful, and I've never seen anything like this. And look, they even have a seat where you can sit your baby while you go to the bathroom. I really like this packaging. It's like a strawberry scrub, and what I love about it is it's a pop top, because listen, as a blind person, screw off, particularly when I'm in the shower, my hands are wet, blah blah blah, I drop it, that thing's lost. I'm on my hands and knees. This, I'm not losing it. Love it. It was so clean everywhere. The people are incredibly kind and sweet. Okay, so we're leaving Shibuya and we're trying to get back to Ginza, and we decided let's just try to take a train. So we came down to the station and it's just so beautiful. Everything is so clean. We found this like food market. There's all of this fresh prepared food and it all smells so good. Okay, one thing I love about Japan is, at least in Tokyo, all of the like government workers wear the most beautiful uniforms. Like, all of the taxi drivers and all of the people at the train station wore white gloves, suits, hats. And my mom was just saying that there's gardeners and they're wearing pastel pink jackets. Like, so chic. The food is fantastic. Genuinely, some of the best food I've ever eaten. In particular, the desserts. And as a non-sweet tooth girly, I never thought I'd say that, but they know how to do their sweets and their desserts in Japan. This cake that is
Spectacular.
We're gonna have at least one more before
Well, we may have to go down and get another slice.
today. I know. So it's a crepe cake, and it's thin layers of crepe with thin layers of cream in between.
Fresh cream. It's phenomenal.
It's mind-blowing.
It must take a long time to make.
And even just the feeling of cutting through it feels cool, doesn't it, Mom?
Oh, it's
You
gorgeous.
can feel all the layers
oh,
cut.
yeah. Oh, it's just amazing.
It's
I won't do... That's one for the lab.
like, usually we would just share a piece. I'm like, no, we really
We might
should
need a
have
slice
our own.
each. Yep.
Brought some sake. We have a little sake, and then we got these little sushi bento boxes. What a fun. You'll never guess who I've met up with. Look, it's James Rapp, here in Tokyo, eating ramen. Better than Howdy. Howdy doesn't feel right eating ramen in Ginza. So we just had ramen. It's my first positive ramen experience. Look, I love my little $1 ramen packets, but that's not real ramen, and I know that. But the only time I've had like real ramen, it was in LA and it wasn't good. This is a whole other story. We are in like a true local spot. There was no English menu. We were just like, we'll have that. And whatever we ordered is phenomenal. We have found a hot matcha latte. This is what we were looking for. Have you tried it, Mom?
I have. It's delicious.
Oh, that's really good.
That didn't disappoint.
All right, we went down one of these laneways because in Japan, in Tokyo at least, off the main strip, there's all these little laneways, and you go back there and there's stores and restaurants, and like just as much as there is on the main strip. So we turned on and I heard this buzz and I'm hungry. And I was like, that sounds like a lot of people are busy eating. And so we found this little Korean restaurant and it's packed. Like, we literally have to wait to get in. So I'm like, that's a good sign. Let's go. I'm gonna get, I think, some kimchi fried rice. All right, I got my kimchi fried rice here. It came with this little bowl. I don't know if that's like a side soup or if I meant to put it on. I am unsure. And then my mom got dumpling soup. Okay, we've been seeing people walk around in K-Town with like these cheesy, biscuity things. So I was like, let's try it. I'm sure one of you, at bare minimum, is gonna know what this is and be able to tell everybody in the comment section. Okay, you guys, I've got the cheese coin. Let's see how. I took one bite already. I didn't get much of the cheese. It's like sweet and savory. This time tomorrow we'll be on our way to the airport, which devastates me. And so we're having our last dinner. Obviously I had to get sushi because you know your girl loves her sushi.
If you want more, but I think this is what you want.
Oh my god.
Yeah? You can just keep on pumping it.
How's the meal, Molly?
I'm dying. I'm dying. This is so good. Like sushi will never be the same. It'll never. This has screwed me over because
And
it's
we
so
are
good.
at Sushi Zanmai right now. Sushi Zanmai.
The fashion is incredible. I could have spent all of my money. So we just went to a store called GU, which is owned by Uniqlo, but it's even less expensive, and it's more like teen and 20s girls, I believe. And stuff was really cute, but nothing was quite right. But that's okay. I had way too much luck at Zara, and before you judge me, every Zara gets different stock, and they actually have Tokyo exclusives. Okay, so. It hit different. Zara Japan hits different. We're at this store called Chico, which from my research is a Japanese brand. I'm just, this is so cute. Ah, no, I can't see. Ah, what will I do? Okay, I'm being annoying. I have this face covering on. They give it to you in every store so you can cover your face so you don't get makeup on the clothes when you try them on. Makeup free.
This is cute.
What do you think?
I like it. Turn around. It's cute too, huh? Yeah.
So I'm currently in Harajuku at this store called X Girl, and I'm doing my final shop before I leave Tokyo. This fit, you guys. This is my new vibe. This is my look this summer. I'm obsessed. My final task for show on our last day is helping me find all of the Japanese beauty products I want. Bless his soul. I'm giving him tasks he's never done before. He's like walking around with the cart around the drugstore. He's like asking all the staff, he's like, and where is this hair stick? Sunscreen, skincare, and hair care. I asked one of my friends who just knows literally everything about beauty, and skincare specifically is her niche. She is a beauty writer. She writes for a living about beauty and skincare products. So, and we have the same skin type. So I was like, girl, what do I need from Japan? And she's like, here's the list, bring some back for me. And I was like, I've got you. Think of how many hours this would have taken us. We would have given up. Day one, I woke up a little bit groggy, but not nearly as jet lagged as I thought I would be. And my mom somehow had 0 jet lag. Well done, Neve. Okay, you guys know I'm a matcha addict, and the jet lag's hitting. I need some caffeine. So, iced matcha soy latte and matcha soft serve. It is soft serve ice cream that's like dipped in matcha. Delicious. Although coming back was a totally different story, but we hired a private tour guide for our first day there. His name was Sho, and he was wonderful. Okay, so we met up with Sho, who's a delight. You're a delight.
Hi.
The first place that he took me to was perfect for me. It was a multi-sensory art experience called Team Labs Tokyo.
As you experience the artworks with your entire body,
これから皆様には裸足となる全身でアート作品を体験していただきます。
there is a water area and a garden area. Your feet will get wet in some spaces. Please take off your socks and tights in the locker area.
Okay, do you want to say something for YouTube?
I'm in a room of light, and it's like intoxicating, it's mesmerizing, it's everything. So pretty. It's like magic. Okay, this room has all of these inflated balls, and you can touch this one and it changes the color, and it like makes that noise. My brain is so happy with all of this stimulation. Okay, so this room has a bunch of flowers and it changes between each season. I can't obviously see them, but it smells like flowers in here. So the multi-sensory experience, I'm still able to enjoy the art without seeing it. I'm obsessed with this place. Wow, my voice is like echoing. Do you hear that? This room is filled with real flowers and they're literally surrounding me and they move up and down and the floor is shiny so I can see all the lights reflecting on the floor. It smells incredible. I wish more places like this existed in the world. You might hear some rushing water. That's the sound of a waterfall, and I just literally like walked through this uphill area that's like pouring warm water all over your feet. This is like fascinating. I couldn't use my cane, of course, because it's like rushing water, so they made me pull my cane up, but I had a railing and I was able to like walk up, and I have no words. This place is so fun. Now I'm in a room with all these bean bags, and you walk across it like it's sand or something.
Well, there's a lot of cherry blossoms around Shibuya. Yeah, full of cherry blossom petals. Yeah, and actually a lot of fish, koi fish is swimming around you too.
They like me.
Yeah, they like you a lot. They like you a lot.
And that wasn't even the only multi-sensory experience that I found in Tokyo. On my final day there, I also found what they called an art aquarium that I got to experience. Day one, I went to Team Lab's multi-sensory experience, and I'm ending my final day at another multi-sensory experience. They seem to really like doing multi-sensory things here, which of course, as a blind person missing one of my senses, I adore. So basically this is an aquarium at, I thought it was called Waco, but it's actually Wako, on the 8th or 9th floor. It's really cool. So I can hear all these sounds. I can hear water running. I can hear a drum going and some music. I can see these lantern lights, and I can smell. It smells like essential oils almost, and I think each area we go to is gonna kind of have different experiences. So they called us an art aquarium to celebrate goldfish, which apparently is a really big thing here in Japan. So in the second room here, there's different music playing, and my mom said there's all these tanks filled with goldfish, and I can tell that the light is changing and moving. Apparently it's changing colors, and the smell has changed in this room as well.
So the bubbles are rising. There's a little plant in there. The goldfish are swimming around.
Hello. So bright right here, and again, the music, everything's changing. I can hear the real water running in front of me. It's wet.
Is it wet?
Yeah.
This is origami.
We believe.
We believe. They're little origami goldfish. Very, very, very beautiful.
These are my favorite. They're these cylinders filled with fish and water, and they're changing color and light, and I can see like the water ripple with the light.
Hello.
The end. We're at the end. While I was there, I figured I had to check out the accessibility of Tokyo's famous Disney Sea, especially as the mermaid lover that we know I am. I'm so excited to go on the Little Mermaid ride. I'm having my mom describe it to me because, again, I get a little anxious not knowing what's ahead. I'm on the ride. I'm very excited. I'm ready. I think it's going to be fun. I don't know, Neve. Feels like a wild ride so far. And I went to Hello Kitty World and the Snoopy Museum, but you'll have to wait for the next video to see all of that. But until then, you can click right there to watch this video, or right there to watch this one. Bye, guys.